Okay, this is going to be a partially completed action step. Okay, hello, welcome back, Miss Elia. I know the last time that we talked, you were going to try to talk to your parents, but before we begin, I want to go over the limits of confidentiality, okay? Let me just go over that with you real quick. Before we have a conversation, I have to go over the privacy, confidentiality, and informed consent. Let's start there first. What is said here stays here between you and I. However, if you report the following: harm to self, harm to others, domestic violence, emotional, psychological abuse, sexual abuse, elderly or child abuse, I'm required by law to report these things. If you're okay with that therein, then what I'll need is what's called a conformed consent that you have, and all you have to do is say yes if you agree.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. Okay, so then the last time we met, you were trying to speak to your parents. Were you able to speak to your parents?
I didn't,
You
even though I know I should, but
okay? You weren't able to. Is there so what stopped you? What's keeping you from having this important conversation? Because you know this conversation is gonna help you like figure out like your future. And so what's keeping you?
just mostly the anxiety of it all. I didn't want to face up to my parents and give them my side of the story because I know how they act upon.
Oh, yeah, it could be real difficult facing the music. Your parents. It could be very. They're your elders. You feel like you gotta. Um, you're trying to be a good child, and I could definitely understand you trying to be respectful. But sometimes, growing up, by just sitting them down the right way and having that type of conversation, you know, so you know, being able to do that is part of growing up. Being able to have these conversations. So, what I want you to do is to take that into consideration. We'll reschedule another meeting, and let's see this next week. You can try your best, okay? And just because I know you're trying to work that way, so you got to just work your courage, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. It was
No,
good seeing you.
you too.
Okay.